Hello and welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour or so, we'll be asking the question of ourselves, of each other. I'll be asking the question of you, the students. Are you green? Green, of course, being idiomatic for the idea of being ecologically minded. Thinking about nature, saving energy, lowering your carbon footprint, in quotes. We'll be taking a little self-test together. Students will take turns answering some questions, multiple choice, and we'll discuss your answer and, what's your real answer, what should you do, maybe learning some ways to be more ecological minded and maybe save energy, maybe even save money. We'll start with some real basic stuff, and then we'll get into some more stuff that maybe you don't know. And as we go along, we'll be doing a lot of practicing conversation and discussion and sharing opinions about these green lifestyle choices. Okay, let me welcome students to the class. Do a little microphone check. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Hi, Heidi. How are you doing?
Nice to see you again. It's been a long
Likewise.
time.
It has.
Did you have a blackout?
In a way, I did. What I did have, I need to apologize to everyone. I just totally missing in action this week. It is because I was hospitalized for a few days, and
really? What happened?
yeah, I was bedridden. I was in an accident.
Have you been green?
What?
Have you been green?
Have I been green? Yeah,
Green.
well, green in color, but not green.
And the weather.
Yeah, yeah. No, I wasn't ill. I was injured. I really
Injured.
no broken bones, but I severely bruised my ribs. I could barely breathe. I couldn't really move. I couldn't sit up. This is the first day since Sunday. Well, the accident happened Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday now where I am. So I can finally sit. I feel like it's an accomplishment. I can actually speak at length without feeling like I'm dizzy and I'm going to pass out. Yeah. So.
Are you okay now?
Much better.
Mm-hmm.
Much better.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to do a couple classes yesterday, and I couldn't even make it through 5 minutes because I was still. I have to breathe so shallow because it's so painful because of my ribs. I was just starting to pass out.
Wow.
So for about that today. Still could use some good painkillers, which I don't have, but I'm much better. Anyway, I apologize to everyone about disappearing for the week, but I couldn't really cancel classes or do anything because I was in the hospital for a few days. Yeah, oh my God. How are you, Christian?
Oh,
Hi.
fine. Thank you very much. And you, okay? It's better today, no?
Yeah, much better. Yeah. I went a couple days where I felt worse than the day before, and then it started to recover. And I'm much better today than I was yesterday, even. So, thankful for that. Very thankful, as a matter of fact. I really can't afford to lose all this work, so, yeah, I'm very thankful. Anyway, Christian, nice to see you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Glad to see you in class. And Michael is also with us. Hello, Michael.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Much better than you. I was quite shocked with you. It was a car accident.
Yeah, you guys, you know, Yes, a car accident. Ooh, head-on collision. Boom. Yeah, and I got thrown. Luckily, my beautiful face was untouched, but I was kind of turning one way, and I just went straight into my chest. So it hit my chest really hard. I was lucky I didn't break any ribs, really. Very lucky. There might be a hairline fracture in one of my ribs, actually.
You are brave.
Hello?
Don't worry. Yes. I tell people are always like, "Oh, how horrible." But I have to tell you guys, honestly, I have about every 2 years of my life since I was 4, and I got this scar here. I smashed my chin open and got my first stitches when I was 4 years old. Since then, roughly every 2 years, I end up in the hospital with more stitches or minor surgery or broken bones. I'm very unlucky in that I have had so many injuries in my life. It's unbelievable. However, I am very lucky because I am hard to kill. Yeah,
Very good.
yeah,
You are die hard.
I am. You can just beat on me all night long, and you can't kill me. I'm invincible. Oh, anyway, Michael, what were you saying?
No, I have some injuries too, and I have some surgeries, but no, now I'm okay. I have some problems in my knee, but and
Yeah,
it's quite hard to kill me too.
yeah, that's good. You're a survivor, right on the Survivors Club. Okay, let's get to our topic of the class. All right, are you green? We're going to start. I'm going to present you with a little PowerPoint here, a little eco quiz. We'll discuss this as we go along. How green are you? Okay, well, let's see. Hector, are you there? Hi.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Welcome.
Hi again.
Hi again. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, Heidi. Okay, whoops. All right. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can read it.
It's time to get up. Do you have a shower, a bath, a quick wash?
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Shower.
You have a shower. Okay. All right. Which do you think is the most ecological minded? Which is the most green minded thing to do?
Quick wash.
A quick wash, probably yes. But of course, we need a thorough cleaning once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. How about a quick wash is a quick wash. So, which do you think is better, a shower or a bath? Which is
Shower.
more green?
Because bath, we need to put a lot of water in the bath.
That's true. I agree with you. Fundamentally, I agree with you. However, it kind of depends as well. There are water saver devices you can put on your shower nozzle, shower head, that's the part the water comes out, which kind of limit the water or actually squeeze the water so you still get pressure, but it's less definitely. And then it depends how long of a shower you take. I have known women, notice I say women, I've never known any men who do this. I have known women who seriously take 1 hour in the shower.
1 hour?
Yeah, no, that's not, I'm not kidding.
10 minutes.
10-minute shower. Me too, 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes.
Okay, you beat me then. I take about a 10-minute shower. But, yeah, so a bath or a shower, that depends. If you're in the shower for an hour, I suspect a bath would probably save more water. Okay.
But my kids already closed the faucet. But my husband already opened the faucet.
What do you mean? He leaves it open?
Yes, yes.
Oh. Yeah.
First, I need to wet my hair, right? And after that,
Oh.
I shampoo. While I'm shampoo on my head, I close the faucet. Then I rinse. I need to rinse my hair. I open the faucet again.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about continuous or continuously.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, all right. I got you. Okay, well, obviously, the way you do it is a very ecological way to, eco-friendly way to clean yourself. All right. Well, that's cool. Well, that's impressive. I have to do that too, to some degree, because of the weird water heater that you have here where I live now in the Philippines. It doesn't heat up a lot of water, only a little water at a time. So if I had a choice, I would not do it that way, but I kind of have to do the same thing you do. Okay. Michael, your question about the sound, you can't hear me that well. I don't know. Honestly, I'm sorry. I seem to have a good connection. All signs show that I have a good connection today, right now. I don't know.
I said the same. I think that she wrote that
Okay.
she had some problems too. Maybe.
Okay.
But
I don't know.
now it's okay. Now it's okay. No problem.
All right.
Don't
All
worry.
right. I'm not sure if it's me or you or what. Okay, a couple of others have joined us, so let me welcome back Mustafa. Hi, Mustafa.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
I have something in your connection.
Welcome back. What's that?
Your connection, I think that your voice was breaking.
Really? Hang on. Maybe it's. Let me check my microphone.
Yes, you might.
Ooh, do you hear that?
Yeah, okay.
Much better.
Ah, okay. So thank you very much, guys. Maybe that was my headphone and microphone. Oh, thanks for alerting me to that. Okay. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, let's continue here. Christian, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but sometimes you disappear. I don't know if my connection or your connection. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. Technology confuses me. Okay. Christian, next one, number 2.
Do you use normal soap? Soap that is not tested on animals? Shower gel and shampoo? To be honest, today I'm using shower gel or maybe shampoo, yeah. Normal soap, no, because it's not so easy. No, it's easy to find in a supermarket, but it's very common to use shower gel.
Really? Okay. Part of that might be cultural, societal. I don't know. You know, I use normal soap for most of my body and shampoo, of course, for my hair.
Yeah.
All right. All right, shower gel, which do you think is more eco-friendly?
Oh, I think normal soap, you know. Oh, maybe normal soap or the A or B maybe, but
yeah, A or B, right.
Yeah, A and B, but we don't know what is inside of the normal soap, you know, because
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
It all depends. Okay, this question, I don't think there's any real great answer here, because there's lots of different kinds of soap products. You know, it all depends. And personally, Christian, have never seen a soap or shower gel or shampoo that says, "We test on animals."
Yeah.
I've never seen that. They're not going to tell you. They occasionally, it's used as a marketing, ploy, but it seems to me a marketing ploy that lets them charge you more money.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, you're right, but we don't know what we have inside of one soap, and sometimes, the supermarket and the producer is shitting about the ingredient is inside. You can find today, some soap with only olive oil and water, but it's very rare. Like, I don't know if you know the soap Savon de Marseille.
No, I'm not familiar with it, but
Yeah, you have, I think it's near 100% is very, very green, but near 100.
oh, really?
Yeah, but
Interesting.
it's very rough, if you want to wash with that, it's very rough. You need to use spray.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Maybe I do know what that is.
because I think in shower gel and shampoo you have some ingredients inside for your skin. But if you use the normal ingredients, the normal recipe of the soap, I think it's very, very hard, to use that every day.
Well, what is normal soap made out of? I mean, normal soap, like 200 years ago soap, or 100 years ago. I don't know. Do you know what soap is normally made out of, classically?
I don't know. No, maybe with olive oil or I don't know. I don't know.
From oil, from
Oil.
animal
Animal fat.
animals.
With animals.
What?
Animal fat.
Yes,
Yes.
animal fat. Yes, animal fat.
That is true.
I
Classically,
remember.
yeah, well, nowadays it's made out of all kinds of things. They have different chemicals and glycerins, licensed glycerins. Yeah, even so nowadays, oh my gosh, who knows? Really, I guess you'd have to look at the packaging, as you talked about. But classically, normal soap is made from animal fat and lye. And lye is actually, if you were to, lye is what you put on as a preservative to, like, if you want to make sure that if you're going to bury a dead body, you put lye on it, and that keeps it from disintegrating too fast. It also keeps animals away from it because it's basically poison. So classic soap, you really don't want to eat it. Actually, it'd be dangerous. But nowadays it's different.
I saw on internet now you can make your proper soap with 1 kilo of olive oils, 128 soude caustic. I don't know how you say that in English.
I don't either.
300 grams of water, and you have a green soap.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If I only know what soude caustic is, what is that? I don't know what that is.
In English, I don't know. Soude caustic. I can find.
Take a look there. Find out for me there. Okay. All right.
Soda acoustic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Caustic soda. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's what we call baking soda in English. I think. Yeah, in English we know this as baking soda. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that would make sense. Interesting. Well, thank you.
You have a lot of different recipe, I think,
Yes, that's just it. There's so many different recipes. Okay, let me move on. Michael, like I don't know the answer to this question.
You choose a good question for me.
Yeah, I know. All right, just look at Michael's picture. Get the idea there. Okay.
So, did you go by car, by bike, on foot, by bus, boat, or metro?
Yeah,
Depends on the place, how long it
of
takes
course.
to go there. Yeah. But if I can, I go on foot or by bike. Yes,
Which
sure.
is
And the last choice is always no, the last choice is by plane and then by car. Yeah. So
okay. You make
to
good
go,
eco choices with your traveling.
yes, speaking about this thing, I think that I am quite green. But speaking about also another things, I think that I have the worst habits that we have
Okay.
in a rich country, because we live in a rich area, and it's very difficult to be green when you live in a place like this. And I think that
Yeah.
the worst thing that we do in our life, and I think that anybody speaks about this, is to have children, because your
Hmm.
footprint when you die, your footprint is it's it's still on the earth.
Still,
So
still spreading.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah. 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 I would argue one point. I would agree with almost everything you said, except maybe one point, Michael. And that is because I'm an American. I come from the United States. There was, and now I live in the Philippines. There was kind of a movement back in the 70s and 80s to decrease packaging, and people would actually boycott, like McDonald's. And they lost a lot of business because McDonald's used so much packaging. They had to review their normal procedures, and they changed things. The long and short of it is many companies change things with their packaging. But now I live in the Philippines, and I have never seen anything like the wasteful packaging that happens here. It is unbelievable. If you
this,
buy 1 kilo of product, you're buying 2 kilos of packaging. It's really insane. It's out of hand. It's
yes,
disgusting,
it's true,
frankly.
but at the same time, in the rich areas, we consume more things than in the poor areas of
Mm,
the world.
yeah,
It's
true.
true that maybe they don't have, and I think that they have. If you go to any developing country, that they have a very big problem with the use of plastics, and you can
Yeah,
see everywhere throw away plastics, and it's a big problem.
yeah.
But
I think I actually read something about the carbon footprint of a millionaire compared to the average third world citizen. And it was something like, just for one individual, I can't remember the exact number, 700 and something, I don't remember, 750 times more, not 750%, but 750 times more than one individual in like a third world country. It was
yeah,
really pretty amazing.
and I think that there is a very big difference if you take into account that in rich countries it's very useful to, or it's very usually we go by plane to a lot of
Yeah.
places, and I think that the going from Europe to America once is the same. Is the same. You produce the same footprint that the whole consume in a normal flat all the year. So
Really?
it's yes,
Hmm.
it's a huge,
Wow. Hmm.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
These kinds of facts are really, I find them fascinating. Okay. All right. Let me continue. We got a lot more stuff to look at here. We're almost halfway through here. So, Hector, number 4. Hector? Hector, you there? Hector? Okay, we'll come back to Hector. Mustafa, number 4.
Okay. Your teacher gives you a piece of paper to do some work. Do you write on both sides? Make a paper airplane out of the paper. Write on the side. Write on one side of the paper. Then ask for more. What does mean airplane out?
Okay. The actual phrasal verb, Mustafa, is make out. Actually, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Actually, that is a 3-word phrasal verb. Make out of.
Make out of.
Yeah, so you make, let's see, you make a desk out of wood. Okay. You make a hairbrush out of turtle shell. Okay. It means created from whatever the material that you're
So create
creating.
an airplane by paper. Play with paper.
Right. But be very careful. This is a very good point in English. Don't say let's see. I made a brush by turtle shell. You can say I made it out of turtle shell, or I made it from turtle shell. All right? Not by.
Make out of paper.
Yes. Right. It was made by a student. It was made by a Chinese man. It was made by Ernest Hemingway. It was written by Ernest Hemingway. It was painted by Van Gogh. Okay?
Yeah.
By is used for people. From or out of is used for material. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very important English point there.
Yeah.
Okay, so which do you do?
Yes. Write on both sides. I'm going to write on both sides.
Good for you.
Yes.
Save a tree. Me too. I can prove it right now. If you ask me to, I can show you the paper that I make notes on as I'm teaching class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would see that I write on both sides of the paper. Yay for us, Mustafa. Hooray for us.
Yeah, and write on all lines, not leave line.
Well, okay, I'm not that good. I do leave some blank lines, I will confess.
You leave blank line?
Yeah, occasionally. Well, because I'm making notes for different students in different classes, I get confused if it's just one solid piece of work. All right, Michael would ask him not to use paper, please. All right, paperless. Has anybody here, anybody in class, has anybody worked in a paperless environment?
Paperless? No.
Paperless environment?
Yes.
Well, Michael?
No.
Yeah?
Not word to the word. In the past, I was writing down on the paper, but now I'm using Word.
Yeah, okay, right. I have as well. They not because they love trees, but for security reasons. They were afraid somebody would write down a credit card number, actually. So they did not allow any paper ever. No one, hundreds of people working, and no one was allowed to have paper or a pen. Guards would confiscate it, actually. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Yes, it is often possible to work in a paperless environment. I confess, I use paper very conservatively, but I do. I can't help it. I'm old school. Okay, moving on. Hector. Oh, cool. Thank you, Michael, by the way. I'll check that out later for
Let's have a
sure.
breakfast.
Okay. Ken, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Number 5.
Okay, it's break time. Do you eat sweets or crisp? Eat prepackaged biscuits or sandwiches? Eat some fresh fruits. I prefer eat some fresh fruits.
Well,
I don't
okay.
like snacks so much actually. Snacks and cookies so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, cookies. Which word means cookies?
A biscuit.
Biscuits.
Yeah.
Biscuits. Biscuits. Be careful, Ken. I believe I heard.
Why we put
It's-
pre before package here? Pre-package. Packaged.
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question because sometimes English is kind of silly and redundant. That's a very good question. Obviously, pre means before. So before they put a package on it, which obviously they put it on before. But we say this to emphasize, for example, a sandwich. A sandwich you make yourself right now on a plate. We say prepackaged to actually show comparison with a sandwich you make in your kitchen and put it on a plate. It's really only used to show to emphasize the difference. Okay?
Okay.
Um,
Like a snack?
it.
It's like a snack?
A prepackaged sandwich? Oh my God. You will never eat anything more disgusting in your entire life than a prepackaged in America. It is probably the single most disgusting food ever.
Prepackaged biscuits.
Well, no, prepackaged cookies, it's a cookie, so it's crisp and hard. But
Yeah.
a sandwich with mayonnaise and ham, somebody made the sandwich a week ago, and it's been sitting in the broken cooler of the gas station. It's like your death waiting for you. It's really gross. Yuck. Okay, obviously all these other items, sweets meaning candies. All right, British say sweets, Americans say candy. Crisps, Ken.
Mhm.
British people say crisps. What do Americans say? Potato
Chips.
chip.
Yes.
Chips.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
right. Americans say chips, or potato chips. That's right. And we already talked about biscuits. British
Yeah.
call them biscuits. American call them cookies. And we both call them sandwiches.
Yeah. Sometimes I prefer sandwiches, and sandwiches, fruits are my favorite to eat something during break time. But
Yeah.
sometimes sandwich is a bit heavy, so maybe usually I eat fruits.
Yeah. Well, clearly the most ecological-minded thing to eat is fruit because there is no packaging.
Mhm.
Here again, I have to say, it's disgusting. Here in the Philippines, fresh fruit, you can't even buy fresh fruit that they don't try to package. It's crazy.
Yeah. Same here, actually. Yeah,
Really?
some fruits are not packaged, but some fruits are packaged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Heidi, back to you.
What do you do with your rubbish? Do you throw it on the floor? Throw it on the nearest bin? Throw it in the correct recycling bin? In the nearest bin.
In the nearest bin. No. Okay. By the way, I guess we're having a side lesson, American versus British vocabulary. Americans would not say bin. Do you know what an American would say?
Can.
Yes, exactly.
Trash?
Can or trash can. Yeah.
Trash can.
Yeah. Or
But
waste basket.
My green bin, like grass, cans, or steels, and clothes, paper, newspaper.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So,
This city has some recycling system. Twice a month, they gather such kind of things.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how different countries, I don't know, even city to city, place to place, deals with recycling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the United States, you pay for your garbage, like how much garbage you throw away, you have to pay for. So if you recycle it, it's free to recycle. But if you throw it in the nearest bin, you have to pay. So you're saving money every time you recycle. So it just makes sense. It's just kind of stupid to not recycle, especially at home. What's tragic in America, if you go to a park or see something, or the zoo, all these people just throw things in the bin. They don't recycle because they're not going to save money. The zoo's going to save money. So it kind of doesn't work.
But this one has a neighborhood association, so that the money from the recycling things it will return to our neighborhood association.
Collectively. Okay. Well, nowadays I live in the Philippines, and recycling here is very much kids walk around with a wagon, and you give the kids your recyclables, and they are going to drag their wagon to the recycling center, and the recycling center gives them a little bit of money per kilo, and they make extra money that way. So it's very much private enterprise. There's no government-sponsored recycling program. It's all very private. But since people can make a little money, they'll do anything for money here. So, Christian, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7.
7. It's home time. Do you phone your friends, play game or sport with your friend, play computer game on surf the net, play video games and watch TV? It's home times. Do you? Yes. I'm following some course with Vebling.
Okay. Well, that's kind of surf the net. That's kind of C.
Yeah.
All right. Which do you think is the most ecological minded, and which is the least ecological minded thing to do?
Play computer, play video games, so phone your friends. Maybe phone your friends. But I don't know. I think every topic here, every letter is not green.
Well, except B. When they say play games, they're talking about Monopoly or cards.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Football.
Play games with your friend. Okay. Play games. Yes, with the traditional games. Okay.
Right.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. I understood. Play games. It was play game of sport with your friend by internet, but it's with the traditional games. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, obviously that's the ecological choice. Okay. I'm going to move on. Next one. Michael. I'm sorry, Michael.
Yes. I was thinking about the previous question. I think that the best is to play sports, because if you do some exercise, you improve your health, and most of the health problems generate big environmental problems. My wife works in a hospital, and
Ah.
He always said that they have a very big problem. They don't recycle anything. And if, for instance, in a surgery, do you want how many material go through the bins without any recycling process?
Yeah, they act by law, or at least in America by law, because that's medical waste. They're not allowed to recycle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a disaster because they use a lot of plastic, a lot of other materials. It's a crazy system. Yeah.
Absolutely true. I spent a lot of time in the hospital, as you know.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You're right. Incredibly wasteful. Balloons out of the rubber gloves because I'm so bored. All right. Anyway, Michael, number 8 here.
How many electrical appliances do you switch on? Lights, air conditioning, heating, computer, CD player, TV player, DVD player. Switch on when I get home, or
Yeah, that's the idea.
no, I don't. Only if there is not enough light inside the house, I switch on the light. No more.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if I need to use the computer, I switch on the computer, but no more.
Right, but not
So
if you,
one, two, no more.
1 or 2, no more. Okay. Good for you. All right. And are you careful about turning off the lights if you're not in that particular room?
Yes, all the time. And I don't use standby modems or no. All the time. I switch off all the devices.
Yeah, I recently read that standby mode for your computer actually uses 70% more, even though it does save money, economic mode, standby mode, whatever. Even though it does save some money, it's still 70% more wasteful than if you just shut down the computer. Yeah. Somewhere, though, and I don't know how true it is, because, of course, technology changes things all the time. Maybe you or someone else could correct me. I read somewhere that with the new, not the old kind of light bulbs, but the new type of light bulbs that we all use now, that if they're going to be on for an hour or up to an hour, you should just leave them on. Instead of turning it off and then turning it back on again in a half an hour, just leave it on. It actually uses less energy because they're energy saving, because once they're on, they use extremely little energy. All the energy is turning them on and turning them off.
I think that this only that happens. For some years ago, it happens with these fluorescent lights. It's true that you need a lot of energy to turn on and the light, but I think that it was only if you don't need the light on. I think that it was 1 minute or no more. If you don't need no hours, it would be different. I don't know what is the right time.
Okay. I need to look that up because I'm unsure myself. I'm not sure, Heidi. I'm not sure what. I can't remember now. Talking fluorescent, LED, or what are the other ones called? The newer ones? I'm not sure. I don't know. I was hoping one of you guys knew.
LED lamp bulb
Okay.
uses electricity only 10% compared to regular lamp bulb.
All right. Yeah, but which one takes all the energy starting and stopping, or turning on and off, not starting and stopping? Sorry. I don't know. I can't remember. I read something and it was very surprising to me. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Hector's not back. All right, Mustafa. Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Forget this. Hang on. I've got some. We've got like 15 minutes or a little less. I've got some actual answers here, or some questions with some real answers I want to look at that may be more challenging for us for the last bit of class. Mustafa, okay, here you go. Here's your
Yeah.
question.
What's the biggest consumer of power in homes? Clothes dryer, refrigerator, iron, hair dryer.
I know this one. Do you know this one?
Consumer of power in homes. I think iron,
No. No?
refrigerator.
No, you might think so because the refrigerator's constant, but if you can maintain the refrigerator temperature, refrigerator is not that bad on energy consumption, provided you know what you're doing.
Clothes dryer.
Yeah, it consumes an enormous amount of energy, by far the biggest consumer of power. Yeah, by far. Interesting. I know this because I used to be a chef. All right, here's another. This is not on the. All right, I'll give this one to everyone. In your freezer part of your refrigerator, is it better to have the freezer packed with food or to have space between some of the food?
Space is better. I've heard of it.
No,
Pack
not
is
in
better. Really?
not in the freezer. In the freezer, it's better to have everything packed together.
Uh-huh.
And if you've only got half of it full, you should push everything to one side so it's all packed together. It's much more energy efficient. Ken, in the refrigerator, it's the opposite.
I
In the
see.
refrigerator, you want everything spread out as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, and then your refrigerator will run much more efficiently. The more, all right, so remember that. Refrigerator spread out, the freezer together. It will lower your energy costs and your carbon footprint. Okay. All right, Ken, since I got you here, number 2.
Okay. Which of the following countries has enacted legislation to reduce the use of plastic shopping bags? I'm not sure. Australia?
Actually, this is one of those trick questions.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Above of the all. I see.
all of the above.
Hmm.
Yes, you're right, Michael. Bangladesh uses organic bags, absolutely, and the other 2 countries have different legislation. Man, I'm telling you, in the Philippines,
Yeah.
you would not believe how much plastic shopping bags they use.
Yeah, here, yeah, many supermarket we have to pay for the plastic bag, and some supermarket using such kind of this how can I say biodegradable plastic bags, but we have to pay for that. Many shop began to require the cost of it.
Yeah. Of course, the best thing to do is have your own canvas bags to shop with. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a big one. This one drives me crazy. This one drives me crazy because here in the Philippines, if I go to the store and buy a pencil, one pencil, or it doesn't matter, if I buy one candy, one piece of gum, they will insist on putting it in a plastic bag. You would not believe it. It actually would freak you out. You would not believe how it's like they're in love with the plastic bag. I don't understand. All right, let's continue. Heidi, number 3.
Which saves more energy? Turning your computer off, putting it in sleep mode, turning your computer off.
Yeah, we already kind of talked about this. I believe it's like 70% of the energy. Okay. Oh, I was wrong. Oh, I stand corrected. The fridge is first. in home energy consumers. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I knew that, and I was totally wrong. However, oh, okay. Energy approved refrigerator consumes at least 40% less. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay.
So the refrigerator is the right answer for me.
Yeah, you were right. I stand corrected. Yeah, even teachers are wrong. Okay, and all of the above was right. Ireland, South Africa, Taiwan have all enacted legislation. Americans alone use an estimated 100 billion. Oh my goodness. Of which less than 1% is recycled. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 99 billion never biodegrade at all. That is some scary stuff right there. Oh yeah, here's the 70% thing. Turning it off. Putting your computer in sleep mode cuts energy by 70%, but turning it off saves even more. Energy spent restarting the computer is negligible. Okay, well there you go. Okay. True or false? Christian.
Home is rural areas have less indoor pollutions than homes is high industrial area. True?
Actually, no. This is
No.
false. There's really no difference.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Logical if you think about it. You know, we all have the same stuff in our houses. We'll do the same thing. Same things. Okay, well, this one's pretty obvious, too. Oh, well, maybe not. Okay. Michael? Excuse me? Michael, number 5.
When you want to recycle your old computer, is 20 times more energy efficient too. Refurbishing it for reuse, dismantle it, place it in storage, ship it to another country. I don't understand the first one. Refurbish.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Learn a little English. Refurbish basically is a synonym for rebuild. We often use.
So,
Yeah.
sorry, I can't help you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So refurbish means to rebuild, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I think that the first one is the best.
Yeah. All right. Well, basically, you're recycling it when you do that. So, yeah. All right. That one's kind of obvious. Anytime you recycle, it's going to be better. Okay. Mustafa, number 6 here.
How much household how much household heat is lost through an unsalted roof? How much household heat is lost through an unsalted roof?
Insulated.
Insulated.
Yes.
Maybe 10?
Maybe 10. Well, I forgot. Let's see. Wrong. 25%.
25.
Wow. That's considerable. So if you live in a cold weather country, you're losing 25% of your money. 25%. You're paying 25% more than you should be. Ouch.
But my country, no money.
Because it's too hot?
Not hot, it's moderate.
Moderate? Okay.
Moderate, yes.
But
not hot.
Okay. But is it moderate at all times, or are there some temperature extremes? Because really,
I think it's also applied to the summertime, summer heat, probably.
Summer heat. I also, you lose also insulating your roof or your entire house, not just the roof. This is just talking about the roof here, but insulating your entire house also helps keep it cool in the summer, as well as keep it warm in the winter. It works both ways. Okay. Okay. Ken, number 7.
Okay. On average, how long does it take for a person in the UK to produce their own body weight in rubbish? 7 weeks, 7 months. Produce their own body weight. Aha, okay. Maybe 7 weeks, I'm not sure.
I think so, yes.
No, I don't know.
Yes. The answer is 7 weeks. It's the scariest answer. that is by far the scariest. Only 7 weeks. So think about every 7 weeks you've lived your life, you've produced your own body weight in luggage. Wow. All right. Heidi, look at number 8 here.
How much energy is saved by recycling an aluminum instead of making a new? No, they can't save any energy. Making new is much effective.
No. Well, that's not a choice. That's not a choice. Lamp 4. Okay. 96%, or enough to run a light watt bulb for 100 hours. 76%, enough to run a refrigerator for 5 minutes. 50%, charge your iPhone for a week. How much energy is saved by recycling an aluminum can? Do you know? The answer is 96%. Takes 20 times the energy to make a can from ore rather than to recycle it. Wow. Wow. Good idea to recycle cans. Okay, well, I guess I could have had 2 lessons with all this information I have, but I am out of time. And I'll be back in a few minutes with another class, but just in case you're going to stick around for the next class, I'm warning you now, I'm going to shut down my computer because I'm not sure about the connection. So I'm going to try to shut it down, see if I can get a better connection for next class. See you in a while. Thank you.